Today we have this webinar on National Education Policy 2020. So right now I am going to give you a brief introduction about this policy. So I am going to present you my screen. Yes, National Education Policy 2020. So CBSE has introduced this policy. First we are going to talk about the vision of the policy. So first here it is that it develop an education system deeply rooted in Indian ethos which has the capability to provide high quality education to compete in the global world. And the curriculum and pedagogy must develop a sense of respect towards fundamental duties and constitutions of India and that have a deep bond with the country. It develops a sense of pride and respect for the country and be responsible for human rights, sustainable development, global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. So in this it is mentioned that our new policy will be giving us a such type of curriculum which helps the students to have a deep sense of respect towards their fundamental duties and towards the constitution. So they become a good human being and be a good citizen of their country. The next is key principles of National Education Policy 2020. The first principle is respect for diversity and local context. The first most famous, most important is that respect for diversity and local context in which we are including all our curriculum, pedagogy and policy. The second principle of this policy is equity and inclusion. That is as the cornerstone of all education decisions. Third is community participation. In this education policy, it is encouraged and facilitated for philanthropic, private and community participation. That now we are going to introduce such types of activities in which students have their sense of community participation. The next is use of technology. In this new education policy, teaching and learning, removing language barriers for the young students and in educational planning and management. Now we are removing the language barriers. That means first we have the language barrier. The students are going to be study in that particular language which is preferred in the school. Like in English school, the education is imparting through in English language. But now these language barriers are going to be removed with this new education policy. Yes. The next is emphasize conceptual understanding. Okay? Now we are not going to be for the rote learning. We are going to give the students a conceptual understanding. That the student must understand the concept and then be prepared for their exams. The next is unique capabilities. We know that each and every child has a unique capacity. So we have to recognize them, identify them, that in what particular capability has a particular child. So we have to improve him or her in that particular field. Next is critical thinking and creativity. In this policy, we are going to be more focused on critical thinking and creativity. We are now going to give the problems, the circumstances to the students and we look for the particular answers or solutions from them so that they critically think and give us the solutions. The next is continuous review. That is based on sustained research and regular assessment by educational experts. We are going to take the regular assessments from the educational experts. So these are the key principles of National Education Policy 2020. Next, we have our transforming curricular and pedagogical structure. That now, what is going to be the age for the particular class? So we have the previous academic structure as well as new pedagogical and curricular structure. So now we have age 3 to 6, age 3 to 6 to class age 14 to 18 structure. In this, we have 3 years in Anganwadi, preschool, and 12 years in school. So first is the foundational stage. First is foundational stage. It is multi-level play activity based learning. Students who take admission at the foundational stage, they will have the multi-level play activity based learning. After that, they have the preparatory stage. That is from class 3rd to 5th. They are going to have the preparatory stage. In this, they play, discover, and activity based and interactive classroom learning will be going to happen. Okay, and after that we have middle stage from class 6 to 8. In this stage, experimental learning in the sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities will be done. And after that, from class 9 to 12, it is going to be secondary stage, that is greater critical thinking, multidisciplinary study, flexibility and students' choice of subjects. That class 9 to 12, बच्चों के पास flexibility होगी कि वो whatever the subject they want to choose, they can go for that. After that, we have the shift to competency-based teaching learning assessment. Now we have shift competency-based teaching learning assessment. Some parents are joining very late. Okay. Here we have promoting critical and creative thinking aligned to the 21st century in classrooms. Second is shifting traditional assessments to competency focused. In earlier days, we are having only the written test of 3 hours, annual exams half yearly. But this is going to be shift to on competency focused. Only exams will not matter. उसके अलावा project based activities, variety of things हम बच्चों को देंगे जिससे उनका assessment assess किया जाएगा पूरे साल भर के लिए. Then third is track student progress. It is also a comprehensively and frequently. Each and every day, whatever the student is doing in the class, whatever the activity he or she is performing, it is all going to be recorded for the student progress. The next is design tools and resources. It is to acquire learning outcomes. So here we have what we have done, that we have reduced the curriculum to the core essential to the minimize rote learning. And next, promoting sport integrated and art integrated learning in classrooms for holistic and development approach. बच्चे स्पोर्ट्स को भी लें, आर्ट्स भी सीखें, वो सारी चीजें. नेक्स्ट, we have a PPT of yes. The next topic is curtailing dropout rates and ensuring universal access to education at all levels. Dropout, we know कि schools में चाहे government schools में बच्चे हों, either in private schools, dropout rates हमेशा ही ज़्यादा रहता है. Due to many reasons, किसी का economic problem है, किसी का family problem है, there are some reasons for dropout rate. So through this national education policy, we are trying to sort out this problem of dropout and ensure that universal access education to all levels. So to bring children back to school and prevent children dropping out, the following steps will be taken. The first is provide regular trained teachers at each stage. Special care shall be taken to ensure that no school remains deficient on infrastructure support. In every day आप सब पेरेंट्स को भी सुनने में आता है कि गवर्नमेंट स्कूल बने तो बड़े अच्छे हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बहुत अच्छा है, बट टीचर्स नहीं है. जिन टीचर्स की पोस्टिंग हो गई है, ट्रांसफर हो गया है, तो उनकी जगह क्या रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है. तो नाउ इट शुड बी श्योर कि रेगुलर ट्रेन टीचर्स हो और स्पेशल केयर दिया जाए, और कोई भी स्कूल ऐसा ना हो जिसमें टीचर्स की डेफिशिएंसी या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की डेफिशिएंसी हो. द नेक्स्ट इज universal participation in school by carefully tracking students as well as their learning levels in order to ensure that they are enrolled in, उनका दाखिला भी होना चाहिए स्कूल में, enrolled in and attending school also. And second is have suitable opportunities to catch up and re-enter school in case they have fallen behind or drop out. तो फर्स्ट होता था कि अगर किसी वजह से बच्चे को स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट करना पड़ा है तो उसे दोबारा से स्कूल में री एंटर करने में काफी प्रॉब्लम्स आती थी. पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन करवाना है, देयर आर सो मेनी, आप रिटर्न लाइए, आपने क्यों स्कूल छोड़ा था, प्रीवियस स्कूल से रिटर्न में स्टेटमेंट चाहिए कि व्हाट आर द रीजंस, वो रीजंस वैलिड थे या नहीं थे, वो सारी जरूरतें होती. बट विद दिस न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ये फैसिलिटीज काफी आसान कर दी गई है. इफ ड्यू टू सम रीजन you have dropped out from the school, you can re-enter in the school easily. The next is community partnership in terms of expertise and infrastructure support. ठीक है, community partnership in terms of expertise, that is from our community we are going to provide the experts from the particular field to give the knowledge about that particular field to our students also. Okay, all these things are going to be free of cost provided by the school. The next is scope of school education will be broadened to facilitate multiple pathways to learning involving both formal and non-formal education modes. Open and distance learning programs, सबको पता है ना ओपन स्कूल के बारे में. तो ओपन एंड डिस्टेंस लर्निंग प्रोग्राम्स offered by the National Institute of Open Schooling and state open schools will be expanded and strengthened. तो ओपन स्कूल्स की अपॉर्चुनिटीज और ज्यादा बढ़ाई जाएंगी एंड स्टेट ओपन स्कूल्स भी खोले जाएंगे और उन्हें और ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथन किया जाएगा. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज emphasis on vocational education. Now we are going to emphasize on vocational education. So under this vocational education, 10-day bagless period during grades 6 to 8 for students to intern with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, porters, artists, etc. will be going to be provided. Okay. In the 1-year educational course, you are getting to have 10-day bagless period from grade 6 to 8 in which vocational experts like carpenters, gardeners will come and give you some education about their courses. And internship opportunities to learn vocational subjects throughout grade 6 to 12. Grade 6 to 12 के भी internship opportunities है. Like sometime we are going to arrange a tour to a printing press and there you can get an internship ki how the paper are going to be printed. So in this way internship opportunities are also going to be given. Next is vocational courses through online mode. These vocational courses are now going to be available on online mode also. If you are not being able to go particular place and take those classes, so you can go for the online mode also.